Hello, and welcome to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 here on White Whale Gaming. I am your host, Whale, and today we will be not stopping until we reach the target and have subdued it. So now, let's advance past these a bunch of cowards, run around some hermit crabs, grab some collectibles. Now let's fight this elite.
I don't want to do this.
Let's open up this episode with an elite fight. I love this battle theme. This is obviously the important story battle theme. As we got it in the opening battle, and now we're getting it again here. Now that we're back on an important story beat. And the attack ring and days up overclock buster coming in at nearly 1800. Let's knock it down again. Took it down. Elite bonus. Now we just have the baby version to take care of. That elite seemed to be blocking attacks more easily than this guy was. Alright. Alright. This elite monster fight has turned into quite the brawl. And that finishes that. Quite larger of a battle than I was hoping to get into with all the other crabs getting drawn in one by one. But as we saw in that battle, some of our attacks were clanking off. That is a series staple indication that your attack was blocked by the enemy. It is impossible to cancel a art from a auto attack that is blocked.
It's really supposed to be here. I don't see much. Shh.
Agnian troops.
Seriously?
They're still far off. They haven't spotted us.
Going in?
We don't have permission to engage. The only thing we need to focus on is our target.
What?
Heads up. Enemies at 2 o'clock. Go tell the main force. I'm worried about Moamba and the others. I think we'll go on alone. Okay then. I'll handle it.
Yeah, no, I hate to say it, but Moamba's probably already dead.
So the Agnians want this thing too, huh? What do you think it is, Uni?
Does it matter? All we've got to do is follow orders and it'll work out.
Whatever it is, I think it enjoys punching slackers.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
Crush out! Edge thrust! It's like you're not even trying.
You're on fire, lads.
Break!
All right, things are getting good.
Topple! That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Oh, and yes, despite the ample explanations of game mechanics that I've been giving, this is a blind playthrough. I did not get early media access or anything like that. I'm nowhere near big enough for Nintendo to allow me to play a game early for review purposes. However, I am a series veteran, and all of my explanations are entirely based off of how things worked in past entries, because while the exact game mechanics have not carried over, as part of the same series, they likely take inspiration from the other games in the series.
We've got them pinned down.
You've got more in you yet, Noah. I'm good at this whole healing business.
Cheers for that.
Eat it.
We really sparked that break up there.
Over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Is that it? It's not Kavesi. Definitely not Agnian either.
The spark is that.
It's coming down.
Started without us.
We need to keep moving. Head to the target.
You got it.
Are those Skells?
Priority is to take
No,
the
no, I
target.
know it's
We should
not.
avoid confrontation with Agnes.
X is confirmed a spin-off.
No way am I backing down.
Eat it.
Crush out!
Make this quick.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X, which Skell is the name for the mechs that characters can pilot in that game, is confirmed to be a spin-off game within the greater Xeno-series, and has no lore holdings on the numbered Xenoblade Chronicles games.
You're a lifesaver.
Got him.
Edge thrust! That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
But in all seriousness, whatever that thing is, it's likely Australian.
You think you're all that, do ya?
Come here! I got something for you!
You're a lifesaver.
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me.
Dave!
Come here! I got something for you!
You're a lifesaver.
Crush out! Edge thrust!
This is likely to be our first big fight of the game, as these Agnes soldiers have a heavy mech backing them up. Or I guess this is the light mech.
Edge thrust!
Got more in you yet, Noah? Group heal.
Crush
Take out the little guys first.
Power ring.
Edge thrust.
Got more in you yet, Noah?
Do as you prefer. Gotcha. You could try a little harder. You're on fire, lads. Ha! Nothing going. Edge thrust.
Root heel.
Crush out. Airblade. Good for you.
Power ring.
Alright. It's just the big boy left.
I'll keep up the attack.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Topple.
Daze. Alright, things are getting good. Got you.
Overclock buster.
Alright.
Got you.
Crush out. Edge thrust.
My flame clock. It's filling up. But
Never seen this place before.
Drawing attention to a skirmish. We'll get there in a little bit. Nop on
Let's
coins.
give them the usual, Noah.
Keep your attacks focused.
Power ring.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you.
Cheers, you're a gem.
No stopping you, lads. Sword strike.
Eat it.
No. How'd you know?
That's right.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you.
Thanks for the support.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here. I got something for you.
Cheers, you're a gem.
Air flash.
Got you.
Good defense. Edge thrust. We've got them pinned down.
Power ring.
Crush out. Break.
Got you.
Nothing going. No problem. You're not doing that. You're on fire, lads.
Got it all figured out. Where it ends?
This op is getting weirder by the minute.
I know. But if we can only get to the base of that pillar of light.
Edge thrust! Out! I'll deal with you. Come here! I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Power ring.
Enemy's broken away from me. Come here! I got something for you.
Thanks for the support.
Ha!
Eat it.
Edge thrust! A load of this! Crush out! Now I'm serious!
Oh, you're serious now, are you?
Enemy's broken away from me.
I'm always serious.
I got something for you. way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier. This is something decent, right?
Sorry if I've been a bit quiet there. I'm just getting real in to this whole mission here. This is getting good.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me.
We've got them
Come
going
here.
down.
I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Eat it.
Nothing.
Extra!
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me.
Ha!
Come here. I got something for you.
You're a lifesaver.
Well, they were no match for us.
What were they gonna do? Make me yawn myself to death? Yeah!
What are these things?
There are no pilots inside. They're automatons.
No, Lance. The correct answer is they're Australian.
Topple!
Cowardly!
Nothing going. Variable turret!
Extra! Ha!
Eat it!
Hey! Eyes here!
You're on fire, Lance.
Crash out!
Ah!
Eat it!
Extra! Ah! Overclock
Not
buster!
more in you yet, Noah!
Nothing going.
Break!
Nothing. Enemy's broken away from me.
Ha! Air
Come
blast!
here! I got something for you.
Thanks.
Topple!
Days!
It's all coming together. Variable turret!
Cowardly!
Ha!
Got you! Brute heal!
Extra!
Not good at this whole healing
You could
business.
try a
You're a
little harder.
lifesaver. Break!
Hey! Eyes here! I could have handled that on my own.
So, when's the battle happening?
Here we go.
This.
Let's give him
These
the
things are
usual,
cool.
Noah. Eat it.
These were not in any of the trailers, and I am so glad they weren't. This is making this part so much more enjoyable.
Cowardly!
Variable turret!
Ha!
Eat it!
Extra! Ha!
Alright,
Crash out!
things are getting good.
Overclock! I'll keep up
That
the
was
attack.
over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Fight with focus.
I practically know this one by heart.
Extra!
Crash out!
I need to start leading off of Air Slash. That doesn't have any sort of positionality to it.
Now's the chance!
I can get its secondary effect,
Days!
Air blast!
or its positional effect, regardless of where I am.
Ah!
Variable turret! You could try a little harder.
You're on fire, Lance.
Crash out!
Cowardly! Got you!
Extra!
That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual, Noah.
Crash out! Nothing going.
Air blast!
Variable turret!
Extra! I'll keep up the attack.
Looking good, Noah.
Alright.
Now's your chance.
Thanks.
235 off the break art when inside the attack ring. That's a nice hit there.
Crash out!
Extra!
Alright,
And while within the circle, even if out the days, he still finishes it.
Whoa, check this place out.
Guraflava Lowlands. Asia region discovered.
Is that it?
Damn it! Fighting both of them. That's gonna be a tough break. But what did I expect? They'll do just about anything for our precious Ouroboros stone.
Guernica! That's the last of the automatons! We won't last long!
The battle unit's still holding. Go, save yourself. Get that stone to the city. Ah!
Zuo!
Ah! Guernica! Sorry. I should have been more perceptive.
You! You!
There it is. The ether source.
First there was those automatons. Now another unknown weapon.
What in the flames are we even fighting? No, not just us. Agnes too.
So you made it this far. It'll have to be here.
Noah, look.
Is that a man?
He's no Agnian soldier. What is he? Was he controlling those automatons, maybe?
Kavesi troops. 3 of them.
It seems we are just about the only ones left. And there's our objective.
Noah,
Yeah. We'll have to fight.
Mio?
got it.
All right, here we go.
For ya? You're a lifesaver. Snap. Enemy's broken away from me. Come here. I got something for ya.
Thanks for the support. How about this?
Let's take out their DPS first.
Snap. Enemy's broken away from me. Stormy Star. Come here. I got something for ya. You're a lifesaver. Snap. Enemy's broken away from me. Come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
No! Enemy's broken away from me!
Knock her down.
Come here! I got something for you!
Cheers, you're the gem. I thought I was...
Haha. One down. Let's take out their healer first. Well, second. The second first.
Eat this! No! Enemy's broken away from me! Let me come here! I got something for you!
Thanks for the support.
Nothing
Come
going!
on now. No good.
Healer's down. Just their tank left.
Come here! I got something for you!
Cheers, you're the gem.
Breaker. Toppler. Dazer. Sticker in the stew.
Him down! Give it up!
Was a little premature on that one.
I'll show you!
No good.
Eat this!
No good. I should have done more.
These kids are gonna end up stealing each other's life force. And me. I've robbed them even of that kindness.
Where did... Call that a swing! You're way too slow! Yeah!
He blocked it? No way.
Yeah! For a little munchkin, she sure packed a real wallop.
Ugh. How many of those cards has this geek got?
There's no escape. When my Mondo have you, they'll follow you to the ends of the world.
Spark that. Why don't you back off?
How did she fool my Mondo?
Creep. Try following that.
These guys are tough.
Hate to say it, but I think you're right.
These are no grunts. That gear. Special forces?
Yeah, defo. That'll be why they've got an off-seer with them.
Well, so are we. Even Stevens, right?
How could she react so quickly? Can't seem to hit her.
What's that sound?
She's so fast. And yet, her moves are really simple. It's almost like they have a rhythm. The agony and off-seeing tune. I know how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
He's not even looking at me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
He hit me! Why you?
Hang on. The fighting stopped. When did that... At this rate, one of us is going to get killed. No. Maybe both of us will. Something strange is going on. We shouldn't be fighting like this. We should run. Run. Was it me who just said that? What is this? There's no time to think. I have to trust my gut. This is all too real. I hope I'll be able to get through to her. You're an Oxia from Agnes, right?
What the?
So you are then? Why are you fighting me?
As if you can talk. You're the ones attacking us. What, too scared to fight now? Too late!
It's not to do with fear. It's that sound. You can hear it too, I know you can.
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill. You think we'll just let you go?
This is bad. At this rate... Is that all you have to say, Agnes? I'm telling you!
Enough! I'm telling you that you're full of it! Take that!
Do I really have to kill her? But she's so fast. If I lose focus for a second, I'm done for.
These Kavesi officers. I thought they were just window dressing, but he's different. And there's his sword. What's up with that?
Huh? What's that? Oh, I see. I suppose this is the reason I'm here then, eh? Guess this is what they call fate. Fine then. Time for Guernica Vandham to make an entrance!
What the...
What do you all think you're doing? Why the fighting?
What's this guy saying?
Just why? Answer me!
What do you mean, why? If I see an enemy, I fight. So don't you interfere! Ugh.
Pull the wool from your eyes, kid. Think about your real target. That thing. And me. Now you just have your little scrap. Do you have any idea who the real enemy is? It's over! Now, is that all you need to fight? Truly? That's all?
Of course. Countless comrades have lost their lives thanks to this filth.
Oh, really now? I could say the exact same thing. What do you think it's like for us? Losing friend after friend. You steal everything from us.
You think we're even just because both sides do some killing? What good's filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It'll never replace the friends we've lost. That's why.
We aren't fighting because we want to.
We're not.
We can see our lives written before our eyes. Fighting is all we have. Is it any wonder we lose loved ones? Or have to take them from others? All of us. We have to fight so we can go on living. Just who decided that this was how it should be? If I knew who they were or where I'd...
I know who they are. You'll what? You're an overseer, eh? I guess I can trust you with this. You better listen up now, Because the face of your real enemy is...
Mwamba! No, I messed up. Mio! Help me, Mio!
Hacked!
My blade! What the... Mwamba! What is that thing?
Never seen anything like it before.
Uni! Uni! What's wrong? What is it? Seen that thing before?
No, how could I have?
Noah?
No, never. This is no normal creature. It's something else.
Oi, oi! Don't go stopping on my account. Get back to killing each other. Come on! I thought that was your whole raison d'etre.
It's speaking!
Moebius.
What's wrong? Too worried about your buddies to fight? Can't have that. All right.
Mwamba! You scum!
Oh, wow. This is some entertainment. Two rival factions murdering each other over one little rock. Well, your objective is staring you in the face. Try and take it. 'Cause you'll be dead before you can lay a finger on it. Don't you just love it? Don't you want to savor it? The sweet taste of a life cut short.
You mother!
Wait! Lance! Uni!
You killed Hacked! Mimi!
Sparks!
Well, what did I expect? That's about all you're good for.
Well, crud. Hell of a throwing arm. But you know, I ain't taking that lying down!
Leave him alone. Let him go!
Don't get on your high horse. You're nothing more than a grunt.
Noah!
You've got a real death wish. Maybe I'll take care of you first. How about that?
Headphone warning here, guys. It's about to get loud. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Vandham!
Come on now!
This has to be a scripted fight, but I don't care.
Nothing going. Nothing going. Eat this!
Come on now!
We're all getting a little damage over time action going on here.
We've got them pinned down. I'm not done. I can still get you.
Hang in there, I'll heal you.
It's a little bit uni. Think we're gonna need more than that.
This. Let me give you a taste.
Got you covered.
I owe you still so much. They're sparking me yet.
Quit being an idiot and stay back.
Persistent, aren't you?
Thanks for that. If you're done thanking me, maybe you can get up. We have to beat him together or we're dead in the mud.
Get out the way. You're just slowing me down.
The nerve on this guy.
Start working. Work! If you don't start up soon, those kids and the world. That's what I'm talking about. Looks like it wasn't all for nothing.
One down. Good start. Two for one.
It's not over yet!
An Officer? Really? Miyabi? This is all such a waste. Mio, is that why you're here? For recognition? You know, I was just looking for a training partner. You've nothing to apologize for. Mio, Sana, take this. I'm giving you my whole self. So please, live life in my stead.
For now, just run! Run with all the breath you have! We can take care of ourselves! Stop crying, lads! It won't change anything! Urine! Urine!
What did I just do? What? This hand. Is it mine? Huh? How are you inside me? Inside? Hold on. Are we?
Well, you sure catch on quick. So, you've got yourselves an interlink going, huh? Guess I've got to give the old fool credit where it's due.
Interlink?
Well, whatever. That form you just merged into, it's called OUROBOROS. See about it, dear skulls.
OUROBOROS.
Oh, and Me, I'm MOEBIUS. We look a bit alike, don't we? When Kevis and Agnes come together in unity, you're practically one step away from being on the same level as us.
So we're...
One being.
To put it bluntly, you're failures. Fact is, the two of us are mortal enemies.
Enemies?
You got the picture? No further questions? Then let's get back on the dance floor!
Headphone warning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Ouroboros time! Yeah!
Going in! Nothing going.
We're ready, bring it!
Let me give you a taste!
You thought this was over? Ha! Unstoppable spear! Chaos Arch!
And I thought the other battle theme was popping off.
Let me give you a taste!
We're ready, bring it!
It's all coming together! Going in! I gotta push through this! You stay on guard for now!
Unstoppable spear! My, my! Pretty good. Well, what a tough one. Enough. We'll say I lost this one, yeah? Who is he talking to? No idea. But... got a parting gift for you. Don't worry, there's plenty to go round. And now the whole world will be your enemy. I wonder how your lives will turn out. I'll enjoy watching you.
Who even was that?
Noah?
Was that you guys just now?
Mio, what's happening here? What's going on?
I don't...
Hold it right there. You guys, put away your weapons. You're not enemies now.
We're not?
Then...
Thanks.
His skin's all wrinkled.
Yeah.
It's called getting old, this.
Old.
Well, Must be your first time, huh? Seeing a human like me, I mean. Well then, looks like my plan was a success.
What plan?
You six, you're now Ouroboros. Check the flame clocks in your irises. Do they look different to you?
Now you mention it.
Our flame clocks have changed shape.
You see it? That's the Ouroboros ring. Guess I did good. Entrusting this power to you. That mark there. Late 10th term, eh? 3 months left. Till your homecoming, that about right? As for the rest of you, you're probably about 2 years off, right? Me. I've been alive 60 years. Or should I say 60 terms, by your counting. Yeah, I've been alive 6 times longer than you lot. This is how people are really meant to be. Listen, folks, that's not all. There's still something else that needs to be done. You guys, who want to survive, live on, hold the torch. You kids don't need to be fighting each other. Not anymore. But that doesn't mean you get to relax. From this moment on, those MOEBIUS bastards are never gonna leave you alone. Because now, kids, you share a common destiny. They'll hunt you constantly, relentlessly, without rest. Even so, there's one place that might give you a chance. Sword March. The land pierced by a great sword. You gotta find our hope. Our city. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy. And reclaim what was lost. The way the world and life should be. And listen, don't give up. 10 years? You kids deserve better. The only thing that can change all this is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Hey, is she?
Yeah, an Agnian officer. Wamba.
So close to making it.
Thank you for doing this with me.
Well, this is what we're meant to do. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
Right.
We're leaving. Noah, Uni,
What's up?
the mission's over. We've got an obligation. Need to report the sitch.
As do we. Time to withdraw. Mio, Senna.
Huh? But...
But what?
Come on, Tyon. Don't be rude.
It's hardly the time for pleasantries. We lost a great many of our comrades. We have to inform those still in the colony.
And we're any different. If you snuffheads hadn't come charging in.
Indeed. Well, why don't we settle this here, right now?
Yeah? Bring it. I reckon I could go for some payback.
Lance,
Yeah?
that's enough.
What do you mean?
There's no point.
Seriously?
Before, when she and I transformed, I felt her thoughts. Or maybe her memories. There were so many, and then they were a part of me. There were so many different fragments, hard to tell them apart. But even then, I understood. She's lost a lot fighting us. Kevez took away so much. She's experienced a lot of grief.
Transformed? You mean the big un?
Yeah.
I felt it as well. Your grief. It was like mine.
Yeah, well...
And in one of those memories...
Mio.
Is something that could be our fault. That's what it's like. In war, I suppose.
So, what is planned from here? Some kind enough to show face, but will hide again if this drag on.
True, true. Time is wasting itself.
You're right. Let's go. A lot's happened, but that seems best. You made the right decision, Lance. Sorry for confusing things.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Mio, shall we leave it at that?
Yeah.
There you have it. I sincerely hope for your safe return.
You take care too. Take care not to die in a ditch somewhere, that is.
The next time we meet, it will be as enemies. Don't forget that.
Ha! Don't worry, I've got a good memory.
It's the enemy. The enemy's approaching. Our sworn enemy.
Hey, you okay? Huh? I mean, you and that Agnian Offseer transformed into that weird thing. Yeah, well, for what it's worth, that didn't seem to do any damage or anything. Hey, Uni. Go ahead and take point looking for hostiles, will you? Until we make it back to Colony 9. Gotcha. Lands, that's not really net. You're the most depleted out of the lot of us, mate. It's a long way to Colony 9. If you want to make it back in one piece, you need to be careful. Much fighting on way back, probably. Yeah, you've got a point. So, we done. Can we head on? You are now controlling Uni. How healers fight. Uni takes the healer role and her class is Medic Gunner. Healers play an extremely important role as they can restore hit points, HP, revive incapacitated allies, and provide various other means of support. Healers' role actions. Using arts that place field effects on the battlefield will cause the talent art icon to flash green, and your talent art gauge will charge up a lot. Actions that support your allies, such as applying buffs, removing debuffs, or raising fallen allies, also count as role actions, charging your talent art gauge bit by bit. Freedom from the clock. By gaining the power of Ouroboros, the party were freed from the shackles of the flame clock. And now that we are in control of Uni, that is where we are going to end this episode. I hope you enjoyed. We hit a very, very interesting part of the story, a very highly anticipated part of this story for me. Rest in peace, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 incarnation of Vandham. You will be sorely missed. I have been your host, Whale. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and consider subbing to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day, and until next time, goodbye.